Warning, spoilers, obviously.
What? You're surprised, aren't you? Daily uploads now, huh? Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm here to do my own thing. Alright, today I'm here to talk about 19 Ninjas Venom. The good stuff. Firstly, I really love the web slinging, especially with the options that you can make it just loose and actually just hurt yourself by turning on the fall damage and putting like less swing, because it actually gives like more like skill to swinging instead of just being there and that's it. Plus, I really love the introduction of web wings. I know that everyone else just says it's a bit of a cop out, but I don't know. I just love combining webs and then web wings, which is really good. Alright, secondly, I really love the side missions. They were quite fun to do. Yeah, it was a bit of writing issues where it's like meh. But I really loved especially the Flame ones and Mysterio. Just like all the character development. Especially the Flame, like all the cinematic on the end game, because it's like the main side missions. And knowing how at the end of that Carnage might show up, then yeah, I'm going to be glad what the DLC will happen with that. Also, I'm just gonna say, thank God we didn't have as much like stealth missions in this game. Thank God they made Mary Jane more integral. I actually kind of like the Last of Us references with that, but I just love how we just have 3 missions and that's it. Just not as much as like the last game where we had like, how many did we have again? We had like 12, right, or 13. The only one I remembered was the one before you fight Mr. Negative for the first time. Those were the times. Those were the times. Also, I'm just gonna say, thank God crimes were not necessary to get 100% completion. Because I know they were fun to do with, but to be fair, after you completed them, the enemy types, like the demons or Sable or any other like special like enemy like faction, just disappears off the map and then just gets replaced by the plain thug. Which kind of makes sense for I don't know, you're clearing out the criminals from the city, but I don't know, it just feels like a bit of a cop-out to get rid of all the villains and just replace them with the normal thug. I would also like to say, I actually like the interactions you have like with characters that like whenever crime's happening, like especially the ones with like Miles and Harry. Well, it's like very fun to just interact with. Meanwhile you're in combat, and after you're done, you get to do like a little thing with them, especially with Ray. Also, I would like to say that I loved how the world changed over time as well. Like at first, after the Sandman stuff, mostly everything was full of sand, but like after a while, the sea just becomes more and more normal, and only the places where you fought like Sandman's just, well, the leftovers, the sand stuff. I'll also say I actually like the side missions. It was really nice, but I'll get to the end of that later. I also would like to say I really loved the Miles and Mr. Negative arc, because I actually kind of developed a lot more with like Martin and Miles, his like relationship. I don't know why this was referenced until now. After Miles' mainstream game, it kind of felt all of a sudden, but I'm glad it happened. It gave Miles to do something in the story, because to be fair, he was kind of detached from all of it. Other than this. I also really liked the relationship between Peter, Harry and MJ. Because it was just really fun just seeing them all just hang out like friends. Especially in the carnival mission. I know it kind of felt dead in a few parts, but I was glad it happened. Alright, I loved how this game also expanded the world of like Queens and Brooklyn. Also gave a lot more than like skyscrapers and like alright, it gave us a lot more places to explore than like skyscrapers, and that's it. Because we actually have houses now, like suburban houses, and like we have Coney Island where it's the carnival. But I'm just gonna say the only problem is that how come Coney Island looks more realistic in GTA 4 than it does in Spider-Man 2? The literal one-to-one recreation of New York. Like, bruh. But hey, I'm not gonna shit on that. I really love the reference of like Peter being anti-Venom after like the whole Mr. Negative arc happened, because I just loved how it referenced the comics, like after like Eddie Brock got cancer and just Venom left him, or the symbiote left him, that they just got anti-Venom by just being with Mr. Negative, like having the leftover symbiote in him, just like in this game, which was a very cool reference, and it was very interesting to have the symbiote powers again as that. Only problem with that is that whenever you choose one of the symbiote suits, it doesn't turn into black. It is still white, all the powers. I know, it looks like Coom, but hey, that's just a Fury. A lame Fury. Thanks for watching. Hey, by the way, you know Matt Pat's in that new Five Nights at Freddy Fazbear's movie. Alright, I'm just gonna say this. I love the scenes that we had with Craven, but it made him kind of interesting, imposing, but I do have problems with him, because I loved how it transitioned from like him just being the big bad, being like actually menacing. But here's where the problem arises. I feel like he's just a little bitch, and that's because why does he have an army? I know it's for video game logic, but seriously, why does he have an army of like random ass thugs? Or mercenaries, I mean. Because like most of the time, he's not there fighting you. You only get to fight him like 2 times. And one of those times you just play as Venom. Our main protagonists. But I get it, that the one reason why is because, oh, you're not the only prey he's trying to catch, but didn't they know that Peter beat the shit out of all these people, all the other people he's hunting? Because none of them are on the equal power level as him. Rhino, Scorpion, defeated. Vulture, Electro, the ones that he kills, defeated. Shocker, defeated easily that early game. Then why does Craven not go after Peter from the start? Because they'll all be researching their targets perfectly. And they all have this like goodly planned out on like how to capture them, how to fight them, what their weaknesses are, what their strengths are. But no, he just kills off all the villains off screen. Also, I have a problem with that. Why did we kill all these villains off screen? We only see them once throughout the game, and then bow. In the sequel, dead. Like some of them are like redeemed, like Tombstone or Black Cat, or just disappeared. Like Rhino is. I still don't even know if Rhino's dead after Miles Morales. After Finn stabbed him. Like, is he still alive? I remember there was like some cut content of like Kraven's Lair where he had Rhino on his wall. Or his head on his wall. But he never appeared, never made a reference. That was a complete waste of time. And money. But now we're going to the bad stuff. Firstly, I don't like the third act. Everything felt so rushed and, well, not so planned out. Like, I didn't like how they made Venom instantly into, like, no weather shadows trying to take over the city. Like, armies of symbiotes, because that's not Venom. Venom hates Spider-Man, and that's it. He's resentful against Spider-Man and wants to see him suffer. Like, it could have been... It could have been better that after, like, Kraven died, Venom just became a stalker, like, boss. Kind of like, Oh wait, I was also about to make this for Kraven as well. How about you make... Wait. How about you make Kraven something like, you know how in the Jedi games, you have like the main villain, you get to fight like 3 times, like in Jedi, like Fallen Order, you get to fight like the second sister like 3 times. 3 or 4 times before finally defeating her. Because it gives you like some sort of because it gives you some sort of like accomplishment throughout like the mental situations these characters are having. And how about better yet, you make Venom like a, I don't know, like a stalker enemy that just appears from like time to time just to attack you out of nowhere. Because like the concept art and like even in the trailers they showed Venom as like a bigger part of the game, but no, he just appeared in the final act and that's it. To be fair, I thought at first Venom was just going to be there, and then after that he was going to attach up to Peter, making the black suit stuff. Then he's going to come back as normal. And then it's kind of like Ultimate Spider-Man where it's like Venom hunting down Peter to get something off him. And then in the end you get it. Alright, what's that? Oh yeah, the Venom wings. They're really dumb. Why does Venom have wings? He can already jump really high. Just give him some web shooters. Also, why did we only play as him for like Kraven boss fight? Could it be better like at the end of the game? You get to see Venom come back again, and then you see Eddie Brock, who was clearly in this universe due to this postcard. Oh, he attaches onto Eddie Brock, and then becomes Venom, and then it's like something like Ultimate Spider-Man where he gets to play as him in the free roam. And then you get to fight something like the police or them Oscorp workers again, or like Kraven's hunters that are still left over. Also, I'm just gonna say, I really don't like how they got rid of gadgets, because like they made Peter like somewhat special throughout the first game, and Miles sort of as well, that plus the web power-ups they get throughout costumes that they get as like an ultimate move. But I really don't know how we have like this God of War like little block thing where it's like do this to do that, do this to do that, do this to do that, do this to do that. Like, it feels a little bit too simple and not that complex compared to the last game. Also, I love the new implementation of the new gadgets. They were very well done. But as I said, it's very few compared to last game, and I feel like I kind of conned like Peter, especially with it. So like, I don't like the robot arms. The robot arms are kind of silly because it doesn't make sense where did he get it from. And it doesn't really make sense how did he like make them from like scraps. Could it be that they just only give those like little power up things that Miles had to just when Peter has the symbiote, and then when he doesn't have it he still has to use normal gadgets just to make him still somewhat special and still give him the ultimate as well. The first game as well. But I know they didn't have that much time. That was a voice actor's strike. Sony had to push it out for the PS5 and for it being in October. But in the end, I don't like how we're just still playing as MJ in a Spider-Man game. Cause like, I know she's important, she's like, loves Peter's life, but why? Still, why? I'll have to do these stealth segments because the game is Spider-Man. To play as Spider-Man, no like stealth stuff, but I do love the horror segment from like the black suit when Peter became like sort of crazy for like sleeping. Also, I know this is a bit of a minor thing, but can we please stop changing our video games protagonists' faces? It's just starting to look weird now. It's not as weird as like how Peter's looks, but it's still weird as well. Also, it's quite odd how they changed Harry's voice actor because he sounds a bit more goofier now compared to the first game. Knowing how you listen to them side by side. Also, to mention about the MJ missions again, I did not like the... Wait a minute. What was this game? I'm just gonna say this. You're bullshitting with the wokeness. Cause there's like barely any of it in this game. I said like Miles Morales had more of it, it's not as much. But I'm still gonna say the one mission with the blind girl is ass, but I do love the infamous Second Son reference where you have to use the controller for the spray can. But yeah, that mission was the biggest piece of dog shit. It was complete ass. All the simple ones were like Miles is like high school as well. Like I get it, it's a little fun, but not that really interesting for a Spider-Man game. But I'm glad we had it anyways. Also, one more final thing for this video end. Miles, what the fuck is that suit? It looks like complete dog shit. Like, bro, what the fuck? Why does he have his hair up like that? Why? Why is his lenses like that? Why doesn't he have like no like variation on the mask? Why does his costume look so weird? I remember hearing that this was like made by like Adidas. I'm just saying, bro, what is that suit? Clothes designers shouldn't do shit anymore. Like I thought, bro, coming from a clothes designer, I thought the costume would have looked a bit better, but no. It looks like complete ass. Alright, I'm done for now. I actually hope all of you have a nice day. Yada yada yada, daily upload. Shit, I should keep saying that word. But I hope you all have a nice day. Go burn in hell. Bye. 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 Goodbye.
Oh yeah, I might have accidentally fallen down. I don't think that was anything at all.